So let us start with the dispersion. So if you remember dispersion, if you see I have highlighted in red color. So dispersion also called as variability, scatteredness or spread. So it measures, basically dispersion is nothing but it is the extent to which distribution is stretched or squeezed. So कितना ज़्यादा मेरा डाटा फैला हुआ है या कितना ज़्यादा मेरी distribution shrinked है, right? So that is known as dispersion. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
So in today's class, we will see what are the various measures for dispersion, right? So very first measure is range. So let us do range. So range means what? See, this is very simple, you know, as the name suggests. Say suppose I say your data is the marks which you obtained in probability theory, and say the out of 50, say the minimum marks is 30 and maximum marks are 48, and in between you have the marks. So can you tell me what is the range of the data?
Maximum minus minimum.
Definitely you will say कि marks are starting from 30 and the last marks are 48. So range is 40 minus 38. Yeah, 48 minus 30. I mean the maximum minus the minimum. So that's it. So this is one way by which we can see कि how much the data is scattered. Data कितना फैला हुआ है. So the range is the difference between the two extreme observations. This is highlighted in green color. So the range is the difference between the two extremes observations of the distribution, right? So if A and B are the greatest and the smallest observations respectively in a distribution, then its range is how much?
A minus B.
A minus B, right? So A minus B is one method by which you can find the range, right? So why I did, then after that we discussed the partition. So we have discussed, the quartiles, we have discussed deciles, we have discussed the percentiles, right? So why we did so? Because there is another measure of dispersion, right? So that measure of dispersion is through the quartiles, right? With the help of the quartiles also, because हमने देखा था quartiles क्या करते हैं, डाटा को 4 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर देते हैं. तो अगर हम उन क्वार्टाइल्स की रेंज बेसिकली निकाल लें, हम ये देख लें कि वो क्वार्टाइल्स कहाँ से कहाँ तक फैले हुए हैं, then also I can find the dispersion, right? So basically the next method which tells you about what do you call it as the measure of the, that is nothing but the measure of the central tendency, that is nothing but the second one. So first one we have already discussed. First one is what was that range. Yes, so range is what, if you have a data starting from A and ending till B, so somewhere in between, so this is B, so this will be what, range is what, B minus A, right? Then the second measures of dispersion, the second measure of dispersion is what, it is based on the quartiles. So how much the quartiles are varying, so what is the deviation in the quartiles, right? So that is also this is the reason they are known as quartile deviation. Is it fine, bache?
Yes, ma'am.
First quartile, second quartile, third quartile, यही होते हैं, 3 points होते हैं which divides the data into the 4 parts. So basically the final quartile is Q3 and the starting quartile is Q1. So what we do, in दोनों के बीच का जो average difference है, that is nothing but it gives you the dispersion of the scatteredness of the data. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So this is the quartile deviation. So Q3 minus Q1 by 2, right? Now you see, now the next one in the picture is the mean deviation. See, deviation का मतलब क्या होता है? Difference. Yes. So you see, if the word only suggests the mean deviation, so mean deviation means, अब एक चीज हम ये भी देख सकते हैं, say suppose अभी हम if I simply say कि marks are 5, 10, 15 and 20, I can find the average of this data. Then what I can see, उस दिन जो हमने first discuss किया था कि अगर आपने 3 teams खरीदनी है, तो आपने क्या देखा था कि कितना difference mean से, आपने कहा था जिसका difference ज्यादा है, you were saying कि मैम consistency नहीं है, This is what you said,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So if you do, let me just so you see, this is the data which I'm talking, right? We discussed that day. So if you see on your right hand sides, there were 3 datas, right? So there was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then the second series was 3, 6, 9, 12, right? And then you had 1, 5, 9. So हमने देखा था कि सबका मीन तो सेम आया था, but first series में basically what was happening, the series was very much close to the what do you this one, your arithmetic mean. So that is the reason हमने decide किया था कि first series better है, right? So actually आपने दिमाग में क्या किया था, आपने हर नंबर का डिफरेंस लिया था उसके मीन से. So that is nothing but mean deviation. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So if I read this now, let us go to the formula now. So if you have, अगर आपके पास quantities हैं xi's जिनकी frequency है fi. So again, you know, you have x1, उसकी frequency is f1. You have x2 with the frequency f2, and so on. You have xn with the frequency fn. Right? So what we do, we take the, so suppose for this data, since the formula is from the mean deviation, so let us say that the mean of this data is a, right? So this a, again, it is not necessary ki this is mean, right? This can be median because they are all the measures of central tendency. So जरूरी नहीं है कि आपने सिर्फ जो deviation लेनी है वो mean से ही लेनी है. You can take the deviation from mean, you can take the deviation from median, you can take the deviation from mode, or you can take deviation from any value of your choice, right? So what does this deviation means? The difference. So आप क्या करोगे? हर value को, all the xi's will be subtracted from a. Yes, is it fine, बच्चे?
Yes, ma'am.
In the mean deviation, we take the mod. I'll discuss why we take the mod, right? We take the mod, right? And then what? Obviously, अगर आपके पास ये data है, say the data is 5, 5, then 10, then again 10, then say 2 and 4. So can you tell me what is the average of this data? So this is 20, then 26, 26 and 10, 36. Yes or no?
6.
6. Right? So what we are doing, we are taking the mean deviation. So let us take the deviation of each of this element from 6. So 5 minus 6 is minus 1, then minus 1, then 4, then 4, then minus 4, and then minus 2. I add all these. So you see what is happening. minus 1 को आपने 2 बार ऐड किया, 4 को भी आपने 2 बार ऐड किया, because उनकी frequency 2 बार थी. So this is what the formula says. If you have the frequency in the data, so ये जो आपने difference लिया है xi minus a को आप frequency से multiply कर देते हो. Is it fine, बच्चे?
Yes, ma'am.
So summation fi into mod of xi minus a divided by, so we take the mean deviation, we take the average deviation, right? So again, you see there are all values. So मेरे को नहीं, I don't want the deviation of each value. I will take the average deviation. So what is the average deviation of each value from the mean or median or mode? So this is the reason we divide it with capital N. A capital N here means all the total quantities, sum of all the frequencies. Is the formula clear, beta? So mean deviation is what? 1 by n summation mod of xi minus a. So here a can be mean, a can be median, a can be mod, right? So you see, now if you see here, this is the disadvantage of mean deviation. हमने mod ले लिया. कोई value mean से छोटी भी हो सकती है, कोई value mean से बड़ी भी हो सकती है. So actually उसका mod क्यों लिया है? क्योंकि जब हम उनको add कर रहे हैं, basically you know we are trying to calculate the dispersion. Dispersion means what? Scatteredness. Data कितना फैला हुआ है. So basically we are, in another words, dispersion is not what? How much each of the value is deviating. Yeah, you see, आपने बोला average marks are 9, but suppose मेरे marks 7 है, some other person has got the marks 10. So you see, there is the difference between the average marks और जो marks मैंने लिए हैं. So you know there is some error, let me call it as error. Actually everybody should be average, you know, सबके 9 होने चाहिए. अगर I'm saying average is 9, but everybody is not 9. कोई किसी ने 2 भी लिए हैं, किसी ने 50 भी लिए हैं, तो this is the reason कि average 9 आ गई. So basically every value has some difference from the mean, right? So let me call this as error, right? So you see अगर suppose अब एक value 6 है, right, और इधर एक value 2 है, और इधर भी इधर एक वैल्यू 4 है और इधर एक वैल्यू 8 है. तो अगर आप देखो सपोज इस डाटा के लिए मीन इज 6, राइट? सो व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस ऑफ 4 विद 6? व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस ऑफ 4 विद 6?
-2.
-2. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस ऑफ 8 विद 6?
2.
+2. सो व्हाट वी डिड, -2 +2. अगर हम इनको ऐड करेंगे तो फिर तो 0 ही आ जाएगा. You see,
Yes, ma'am.
data say this is 8, so this is 6, this is 6, this is 4. Say मेरा कुछ ऐसा डाटा होता 10 and 12. So if suppose I try to find the deviation from 8, so this side it will be -2 and this side it will be -4. This side it will be +2 and this side it will be +4. And total deviation if I calculate will be 0. But ऐसा तो नहीं है, मेरा डाटा जो है वहां पे उसमें deviation है, मुझे दिख रहा है. Right? So this, in order to ignore this cancelling, right, we take the mod value. Is it fine, बच्चे?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, but again you see, अब अगर आप इसको नंबर लाइन पे प्लॉट करने की कोशिश करो रियल नंबर्स में, so you say this is 8, this is 10, this is 12, this is 6, this is 4. So अगर मैं मान लो ये मेरा मीन है, so basically if you see अगर आप deviation निकाल रहे हो, this is nothing but this distance between 6 and 8.
Yes, ma'am.
2 is nothing but the distance between 6 and 8. Similarly 8 और 12 में deviation कितनी है उन दोनों के बीच का distance, right? So somebody said instead of taking the mod, let me apply this distance formula, because distance formula is something which is globally accepted, which is much better. So you see that is nothing but the standard deviation. That is nothing but the standard deviation. So so this is the next method of dispersion, measure of dispersion, that is the standard deviation or the root mean square deviation. So are you able to see it? Are you able to see it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so standard deviation, you see everything is same. So you see this, please keep this notation in mind now. So sigma is fixed. Whenever I will write sigma, sigma means standard deviation. So हमें पता है distance between 2 points क्या होता है. If I have to find distance, say I have one point x1 and I have another point x2. What is distance between x1 and x2 in general? So x1 minus x2 whole square, under root of that. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so that's it. This is it. This is what standard deviation is doing. हमने basically क्या निकालनी है? Deviation निकालना है. So you see, you just take the distance between the quantity and the mean. So this is square of this quantity. Again, since frequency is in the picture, so what I'll do, I'll multiply this with fi. I'll take sum of all the distances, right? But I am not concerned about all the distances. I am only concerned about the average distances, right? So if I take the under root of this, what I will get is known as the standard deviation. Beta clear hai? Girls, is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
मैम हम
Yes,
n को
ma'am.
भी स्क्वायर नहीं करेंगे.
नहीं बेटा, बेसिकली you think in this term. डिस्टेंस हमने निकाला 2 पॉइंट्स के बीच में xi माइनस x बार का स्क्वायर. एंड आप पहले आपने क्या लिया था? पहले हमने मीन डेविएशन में क्या कर लिया था? मॉड ले लिया था, राइट? सो समहाउ मॉड इज नॉट, मॉड वाज नॉट गिविंग द एग्जैक्ट रिजल्ट्स. सो डिस्टेंस हम कैसे लेते हैं? अगर मुझे 2D में डिस्टेंस लेना होता है तो हम क्या करते हैं? x1, अगर 2 पॉइंट्स है x1 y1 और x2 y2, हम डिस्टेंस कैसे निकालते हैं? x1 माइनस x2 का होल स्क्वायर प्लस y1 माइनस y2 का होल स्क्वायर, फिर उसका अंडर रूट ले लेते हैं. यस, तो सिमिलरली
ma'am.
हियर यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया, हमने डिस्टेंस लिया x1 का x बार से. So you think it, just for the time being ignore these terms. So what you did, x1 minus x bar whole square plus x2 minus x bar whole square plus x3 minus, so this is something of this sort, x1 का difference x bar से, right, plus x2 का difference x bar से square and so on. Think it in terms of distance formula. अब ये भी हो सकता है कि ये नंबर्स रिपीट करें, x1 बार बार रिपीट कर रहा हो तो उसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी साथ में इधर आ जाएगी, इसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी साथ में इधर आ जाएगी. अब ये तो सारे पॉइंट्स का डिफरेंस हो गया, मुझे इससे मतलब नहीं है, मुझे किससे मतलब है, मुझे इनकी एवरेज से मतलब है. सो दिस इज 1 by n. So you see in the end what you do, you just take the under root. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Beta clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So you just have to remember the formula. So if it is standard deviation, so आपके दिमाग में सिर्फ इतना होना चाहिए, standard deviation is also known as root mean square deviation. So you see पहले deviation का square, so that is the reason square deviation. किसके around mean, उसका average लेना है, so 1 by n and the under root. So root mean square deviation. It is denoted by sigma. Formula is what? Sigma is equal to under root of 1 by n summation fi xi minus x bar whole square. So please you remember this xi minus x bar इसका पूरे का स्क्वायर है, ये fi का स्क्वायर नहीं है, सिर्फ xi minus x bar का स्क्वायर है. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if this is clear, let us move to some other things. यहाँ पे थ्योरी थोड़ी सी इंपॉर्टेंट है, एक दो डेरिवेशंस हैं, we will do that. अभी तक जो हमने किया था उसमें कहीं पे ज्यादा थ्योरी नहीं थी, right? So let us do that first. So we have denoted okay, so we have, so sigma we know now. अच्छा, if you do the square of sigma, so sigma square क्या बन जाएगा, 1 by n summation fi. So this I will go to 1 to n, and what you will get, xi minus x bar whole square. Is it clear, बच्चे?
Yes, ma'am.
Square of sigma is known as variance of x. So this is also denoted by VAR, variance of x. So sigma को हम बोलते हैं standard deviation. अगर हम sigma का square बोलते कर दे तो उसको हम बोलते हैं sigma square, that is variance of x. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And it is not necessary that we have to calculate the deviation from the mean. You can calculate it from any general S. So in general, root mean square deviation is denoted by S. So S is what? 1 by n. N is capital, I'm sorry. 1 by n summation fi. So xi minus a square. So you see this a can be anything. It can be mean, it can be median, it can be mode. Is it fine, bache?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so let me take this next article. Right, so this article says we will find the relationship between let us find the relationship. Now you know all the numbers, you know sigma. We will try to find the relationship between sigma and s. What was sigma? Beta sigma kya tha?
Under root 1 by n.
Mean deviation. I mean, it was the standard deviation from the mean, right? This is simple mean square deviation, right? So let us try to find. So you see, if you derivations are very easy, right? देखने में लगता है कि I mean all the terms are coming. Otherwise, you just have to know what you have to do. So you see, what is s square? S square क्या होता है? 1 by n. Under root में काम करना मुश्किल होता है, इसलिए हमने पहले ही square कर लिया. So square क्या होता है? Summation fi xi minus a का whole square. ठीक है बेटा? बेटा yes?
Yes, ma'am.
देखो मुझे रिलेशन किसका निकालना है, मुझे s और सिग्मा का निकालना है. सिग्मा में मुझे पता है x बार आता है, right? So what I'll do, I'll try to bring x bar in the picture. So you see xi, I want this sigma, so x bar chahiye, so but I cannot add anything of my own, so let me subtract x bar also, let me add x bar also. Beta koi doubt?
No, ma'am.
So you see, let us club the जो terms हमें एक साथ चाहिए. So I need xi minus x bar together. So this is this, and what is left is x bar. This is not mod, this is bracket. So x bar minus a whole square. Is it fine, बच्चे? This is not. I'm sorry. So just a sec. This is not. अभी हमने square open नहीं किया है. So this square will not be with the whole term. So this is xi minus x bar plus x bar minus a. So this term whole square. Right. So this is a plus b whole square. So we will apply this. I am writing the terms directly now. So you see this will be a square, right? अब देखो बाहर summation fi भी है, so I am writing this, multiplying this also. So this is a square x bar whole square, right? बाहर वाली term को हमने साथ में multiply कर दिया है, plus 2ab. So 2ab. So 2 साथ में आ गया. So this will be what? xi minus x bar a, and this is what? X bar minus a. Again, this is not mod, this is bracket. Beta clear है सबको? All of you? And what about the last term? Plus 1 by n summation fi. And what will be last term? X bar minus a whole square. So we just applied the a plus b whole square formula. So if I now, so left hand side was what? S square. So s square is equal to. Now if you focus on this term, what is this term, beta? What is first term? 1 by n summation fi xi minus x bar whole square. What is this term?
Variance.
Variance. Very good. So this term is nothing but sigma square. Is it fine, bache? Plus.
Yes, ma'am.
Now all of you focus on this second term. Now you focus on the second term. Now if you see, जो ये summation है, this summation is with I. Yes or no? You remember that I told you that this summation means I is from 1 to n. If I'm not writing, this is assumed that this summation is over. So आप I के ऊपर तो add करोगे ना quantities को. Beta fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Now if you see in the last term, what is the last term? X bar minus है. इस टर्म में ये मल्टीप्लाई किससे हो रहा है? x बार माइनस है. इस टर्म में तो कोई भी समेशन नहीं है. इस टर्म में कोई आई टर्म है बेटा?
No, ma'am.
शाइना के अलावा व्हाट अबाउट रेस्ट? समझ में आ रहा है किसी को? आई मीन एनी डाउट?
No, ma'am.
So can you tell me what I'll do?
No, ma'am.
Can I take this term outside? So can I write this as 2 by n? So x bar minus a बाहर आ गया because इसमें कोई i नहीं था, तो ये summation से independent है. And what is left? Summation fi xi minus x bar. Girls, any doubt?
मैम जो x बार माइनस a है वो x i माइनस x बार से मल्टीप्लाई होके समेशन नहीं होगा उसका?
बेटा नहीं, अंडरस्टैंड करो ना. यू थिंक इन दिस वे. अगर आप उसको इन एनी केस अगर आप मल्टीप्लाई भी करोगे तो जो i है वो तो सिर्फ xi वाले टर्म्स के साथ ही आएगा ना. अब इस टर्म में
Yes,
इस टर्म में
ma'am.
तो कोई नहीं है. So this term is basically constant with the summation. So this will come outside.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So if you see again the last term, अब last term में देखो i term किसके साथ आ रहा है? सिर्फ fi के साथ. f के साथ i है. बाकी again the next term is x bar minus a whole square. इसके साथ summation नहीं है. So always remember जिस term के साथ i जिस quantity के साथ summation हो रहा है, so यहाँ पे summation i के साथ हो रहा है. तो in general जिस टर्म के साथ समेशन हो रहा है प्रीफिक्स के साथ, जिस टर्म में वो प्रीफिक्स नहीं है, दैट टर्म इज ट्रीटेड एज अ कांस्टेंट. इफ यू रिमेंबर इन योर सीक्वेंसेस, आप सीक्वेंसेस में करते होगे, आप ऐसे लिखते हो समेशन ओवर n c into fn. So what you do, you take this constant outside, so this is summation n fn. यही करते हो? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
क्यों अपने सीक्वेंसेस में क्यों करते हो? बिकॉज जब आप इसको ओपन करोगे क्या बनेगा? c into f1 प्लस c into f2 प्लस c into f3. तो यू सी इसमें n नहीं आ रहा है. तो सिमिलर इज द सिचुएशन हेयर. अगर आप i को 1 पुट करोगे तो क्या आ जाएगा? f1 x1 माइनस x बार. ये वाली टर्म सेम ही रहेगी, x बार माइनस a. जब आप 2 पुट करोगे तो क्या आएगा? f2 x2 माइनस x बार. ये टर्म भी सेम रहेगी, x बार माइनस a. तो हर टर्म के साथ x बार माइनस a फिक्स रहेगी. तो obviously that term can come out as constant. Is it clear, बच्चे?
Yes, ma'am.
So here in the last term, x bar minus a whole square will come outside. So what you are left with? 1 by n summation fi. हमेशा ये चीज याद रखनी है. Constant term will always come out. Right? So that's it. We are done. So what do you get? So s square is equal to sigma square plus. What about this term? What is the value of this term? Can anybody remember? What is the value of the second term? हमने, अगर तुम्हें डायरेक्टली याद नहीं है, हमने मीन में प्रॉपर्टी करी थी. The deviation of a quantity from the mean is always zero. Sum of the deviations from the mean is zero. अगर वो प्रूफ नहीं याद है, let me elaborate this. So you see, इस टर्म को आप क्या लिख सकते हो? 2 by n x bar minus a, right? समेशन वाली टर्म को ओपन कर दो. समेशन fi xi माइनस, नेक्स्ट टर्म क्या बन जाएगी? बेटा क्या बनेगी?
fi x bar.
समेशन fi x बार. तो अगेन x बार में तो i है नहीं है, तो x बार को मैं बाहर लिख सकती हूँ. बेटा ये क्लियर है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
तो अभी दिख रहा है? Okay, I'll do one more step. Then maybe. So you see, what is the last term? So x bar minus a whole square. What is this? 1 by n. Summation fi किसके इक्वल होता है?
N.
n. So this is
N.
1 by n into n. बेटा क्लियर है सबको?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
before I do the last step, so from here I am going to this side. So what you will get? So from here I am moving to this side now. So what you will get? Can you help me now? So what do you get? S square is equal to sigma square plus 2 by n. Although I need not write this. So x bar minus a. Now you see, what is this? Summation fi. So let me write here. What was the formula for x bar, beta?
Summation fi xi over summation fi.
Over summation fi. So if I take this to another side, what do you get? X bar into summation fi is equal to summation fi xi. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't this the same term? So summation fi xi. So you see this summation fi xi minus x bar into summation fi. So focus here. So summation fi xi
Zero.
minus x bar into summation fi. What is this term? Aren't these terms equal? Summation fi xi is equal to x bar summation fi.
Yes, ma'am.
What this will become?
0.
This is 0. So this whole term will become 0. So this is into 0. So this is 0. And what about the last term? So last term is what? Plus. So n will cancel. X bar minus a whole square. Is it clear, bache?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you see, all this derivation is done. This is all written. So you see here. So what do you get? S square is equal to sigma square plus x bar minus a whole square. Is it clear, bache?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So if you call D as x bar minus A, so what you will get? So you get S square is equal to sigma square plus D square. So you see, you can read this note. S square क्या है? S square is equal to sigma square plus some square, D square. So हमें पता है D square is always positive. So can you tell me S square की minimum value मुझे कब मिलेगी? When will be S minimum?
When A is equal to x bar.
See, when A will be equal to x bar, this value will become 0. So in that case, S
Yes,
square
ma'am.
is equal to sigma square. Is it fine? So कई बार ये एग्जामिनेशन में आर्टिकल ऐसे आता है, ये जो नेक्स्ट लाइन लिखी है, show that the variance is minimum value of mean square deviation, or show that the standard deviation is minimum value of root mean square deviation. Yeah, show that the standard deviation is minimum when the variance root mean square is calculated from the mean. All these statements are the same. Beta clear है?
Yes, ma'am.
So all of you will do, Abhi, we have just done one article. So please, all of you will write this article again in your notebook, right? So if you have any doubt, you can ask me tomorrow. I'll continue from here tomorrow. You all will do this article again, relationship between sigma and S. So if you have any doubt in any of the steps, do all the steps in detail. If you have any doubt, you will ask from me tomorrow. Right, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so I'll continue from here, beta. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, beta, thank you. And I'll do one thing. I'll just send you the question numbers जो आपने पीछे mean central tendency में से करने हैं. So please parallelly solve those questions also. किसी भी question में doubt है तो please ask me. Just message me in the group. जैसे हम लोग earlier कर रहे हैं, I'll send you the video. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, beta, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am.